Have you ever looked at your bank account or your life and thought, how did I get here? Have you ever whispered to yourself, I should be further along than this? Maybe you're in your 40s, 50s, early 60s, and it feels like everyone around you somehow had the manual for success, but somehow you missed the memo. Maybe your kids are grown, the marriage ended, or your job didn't last, and you're wondering, is it too late to fix this? I need you to hear this. You are not broken, you are not behind, and you are definitely on the path to rebuilding. And today I'm sharing a 4-step comeback plan. Real simple actions that you can take now so that you don't feel so far behind. I need you to realize you are not alone. There are so many women out there in their 40s and 50s and beyond carrying some kind of shame and guilt about money. You've been caretakers, survivors, rebuilders, sometimes of other people's lives, and now you're trying to put the pieces of your life back together. The truth is, most of us were never taught how to manage money or to even build wealth or believe that it was possible to build wealth or to even be financially stable and independent or bounce back. But that changes today. So let's get into your comeback plan. Let's start right where you are. First, we're going to face the numbers with compassion. And this is going to be a little hard, but we can't heal what we don't reveal. So this is what I want you to do this week. I want you to set your timer to just 20 minutes, just 20. And you're going to grab a piece of paper, grab a notebook, or if you want to do it on an app or on your tablet, laptop, whatever you want to do. And I want you to write down everything you earn. And I want you to write everything you owe and everything you spend. I want you to start with your income, whether it's your paycheck, if it's Social Security, if it's alimony, child support, a side gig, whatever it is. And then I want you to list your bills, your debts, your subscriptions, groceries, your gas, your spending. Now, don't panic if the numbers don't look good. This is not about perfection. This is about truth. And truth, it gives you power. You wouldn't judge a friend who was trying to get back on their feet, would you? So don't judge yourself. You're gathering data, not guilt. Let's move on to step 2. I want you to create a stability plan, not a budget, a stability plan. You don't need a fancy spreadsheet or a financial planner just yet. You just need a simple plan that protects your peace. A budget says track everything. A stability plan says let's focus on what truly matters this month. I want you to write down your core 4. Those are shelter, which is your rent or your mortgage, food, transportation, medications. Those things are essential. And then I want you to write down your minimum payments that you need to stay afloat for, like, your utilities, your internet plan, your phone plan, your insurance, and yes, your debt, such as credit cards and loans. Next, I want you to cut out or pause anything that doesn't give you safety or peace. That could be streaming services, unused apps, or even some weekly takeouts that you do. And this isn't about going without. This is about building a foundation. So these are the action steps. You're going to cancel one unnecessary recurring charge today. You're going to cook one meal at home this week instead of eating out. And then maybe move your due dates on your bills, like some of your credit cards or even some of your insurances, and ask them to change the date towards your pay cycle if it's possible. I've done this before with one of my life insurance. It kept hitting when I had the mortgage due, like so many things were due on the 1st. I didn't want to have that due on the 1st as well. I called and they were able to change it from the 1st to the 15th. So this is just a suggestion just to kind of help you to be able to have more control of your money. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Dion of Delightful Wealth Creation, and welcome. I help women 45 and over take back control of their money, especially if they're starting over, starting late, or just starting scared. I've paid off over $60,000 in debt, and I have made many money mistakes along the way and still slip from time to time. But I am on my journey to financial stability and ultimately financial independence and freedom. And I'd love for you to join this journey with me. If you're ready to stop feeling stuck and start building wealth, even if it's from zero, you're in the right place. I've created a free printable comeback plan checklist to help you take action after this video. And you can click the link below to download it today. Step 3. Build a weekly money confidence habit. Financial transformation doesn't happen in just a weekend. It happens with micro movements. So this month, I want you to pick one small action you'll repeat weekly to build trust again in yourself with how you manage money. Here's a few examples. Check your bank account every Monday without fear. How about reading one personal finance tip each week, like this one? How about watching podcasts, listening to podcasts about financial stability, or reading books that can help give you some encouragement, some tips and strategies on how to improve your finances? How about saving just $10 a week in an envelope? And I want you to label it saying me first. These actions are not just about money, it's about identity. Every time you follow through, you're reminding yourself, I can handle this. You don't have to know everything, you just have to keep going. Step 4, set one micro goal that sparks hope. When you feel overwhelmed or behind, the key is to create a win, one small, visible, emotional win that tells you, I'm back in the game. So I want you to choose one doable, clear goal for the next 30 days. Let's look at a couple of examples. Something like save $100 by setting aside $25 a week, or saving $50 by setting aside $12.50 per week. How about selling 1 to 5 things around the house that you are no longer using, things that are in great condition that you can sell on Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, OfferUp, and be able to use that cash and set it aside for different things that you may need. How about investing your first $50 in an exchange traded fund, an ETF, or opening up a Roth IRA using brokerage firms like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab? I have a video where I explain how to invest in ETFs, index funds, opening up a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, and I'll attach that video here. And this really gives you a simple breakdown on how these things work and how it can benefit you. Apply for a side gig that brings in some extra money for the month, like an extra $200 for the month. It could be overtime. It could be assisting with an event, like something that comes temporary. Like in our area, we have the youth fair. So like a local fair, people usually get some part-time work with that. The fair usually goes on for about a good 4 to 6 weeks. How about concerts or off Broadway play? These are little side gigs that you can take on temporarily to bring in an extra $200 a month. These are just a few suggestions. So that's it. No huge declarations, just one bold, small step that creates movement. And movement builds motivation, and motivation leads to breakthrough. And that's what we all want. Breakthrough leads to transformation. Listen, maybe nobody ever taught you this. Maybe you were too busy surviving to even stop and think about your financial future. I know what it's like to be behind. I have shared this in other videos, and I know how heavy this can make you feel. But I also know this: some of the most powerful women that you'll ever meet didn't start winning until they were in their 40s, 50s, even 60s. Take that as encouragement. Your story isn't over. In fact, the next chapter could be the one where you rise higher than ever before. This isn't about catching up with anyone else. Let us not compare ourselves to anyone. It's about showing up for yourself, one day and one decision at a time. If you found this helpful, make sure to check the description box below to get your free comeback plan checklist, and subscribe to the channel for more real, honest, and hopeful money talk, which is made just for women like you and myself. And comment below, what's one small goal you're setting this month to start your comeback? You've already taken the first step just by watching this. So now let's take the next one together. You've got this. I've got you. And remember, I'm also walking this same journey to financial stability with you. Until next time, take care.